Hey, it's your boy YouTube and this domination. I'm back. I get it again. The only place to get it, only place to go get it, only place to go get it, only place to go get it. Chuck of the Deuce is how we do the testing, baby. Man out of Dallas, you know what it is. And real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake men. A real woman rise up, real woman rise up. That's what I'm trying to get. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. That's what I try to say. Excuse me, my bad, my bad. I'm just overexcited that much. All right, and I'm here to do a response to this brother, man. Um, Red Brother 7 television, man. When I watch your video, man, you tell a lot of percent, man. And I think we got to look at others, flip the other side of the coin, and that goes not just for as us men, as women, us men, but women too need to look at other side of the coin. Our women. I mean, I feel what you're saying, man, because that's what hurts not just only the black community or diverse community or white community. It hurt any other community. It hurt Latino community, everybody community, because this is the reason why you got so many men out here, the quote unquote decent, everyday nice guys out there, like I am, like myself, but I'm not one of those. But like I said, you got a couple of them just don't want to deal with women no more because, and you got these decent, good girls out there don't want to deal with men anymore. That goes both ways, man. I think the problem was that if we need to hear each other out, man, we really do because all this bickering back and forth, back and point, pointing fingers at each other, especially men pointing the finger at the women, women pointing the finger at the men. Stop it. But none of them don't want to take the fall for their responsibility for their lack of choice and the lack of knowledge and lack of charisma, a lack of education. I just think the problem is if you look at the marriage rates, it is going way creasing down, because nobody don't wants to get married anymore, not men or not women also. So I just think that, hold on, I just think that the problem is that because nobody wants to get married anymore, and I think that's the biggest problem right there. Later on, I think the problem is right there that nobody wants to get married anymore because you got a lot of people out there. I say majority of men, majority of women out there who are being women going through scars, and men go through cuts, band-aid cuts. And I think that if we need to hear each other things out for our choices and our decision make, I can relate to this because I went through the actual same defect that brother right there. But I wouldn't go all the way pushing the wrong button to the wrong type of folks. Now I don't do that because the brother did took too far, and the sister was trying to help him. But see, that's what I'm saying. You got dudes out there, especially nice guys out there, who are being hurt. They're tired of being last. They want to become first. That's why I say that to women sometimes. If they do want a good man, you gotta put him first. You gotta put him first in your list, just like you need to be first in your list. Just like women want to be number one. Women don't want to be second. They want to be number one in a man's list. Just like a man got to be first, on her list. So it goes both ways, man. But like I said, my brother, because that's what's wrong in anybody. I mean, I don't understand as myself because a brother got to really look the founding of himself to get women. But a desirable cornball white boy can wear a wearing hot flip flops and plain full shirt and shortful pants and goofy tiny hair and still get the women. You even got white boys. The only time white boys having problems getting women if they're not being the most talked to guy on the school campus from women, or they not being the athlete jock, and that hurt the nerdy white guys out there. That hurt the nerd white guys. It hurt. People never seen movies like Revenge of the Nerds. That was a good movie. That make it poor, for example, because you know the nerds always the type who always coming from last and never get the women, never get to play, but it's always the jocks get the women. It's always the bad boy, rock star mentality. It always the bikers, the outlaw bikers who get played on women, and it's always the guys that's the bodybuilding lifting stud getting the women. It's always that, and that hurt any guys out there getting chance with women. When guys take a look at that, they thinking, damn, how come I don't got the same kind of equipment that I don't have to get women? I know what it feels like. I feel the same way like this too. I'm 25 years old. I never been chosen for only getting women. Men are decisions if who they get with a woman or not. So that's why women got to make better choices as the women as women, because I love women. Dev, it can be mine of mothers or sisters or grandmothers or auntie, aunt, whatever. They gotta, it ain't like how it was when I was coming up. Things are a lot now changed as it seemed to be, because you've been hearing women mess with bad boys and jerks. Like I said before, there's the two types of attraction they'll mess with right there. So the women can't keep come around and keep complaining about these men talking about where all the good men at, where are the good men. They got a lot of nerve. They don't know what a good man is when it's standing right in front of their damn nose for the whole damn time. And when they do get a good man, they say he's too nice, he's too lame, he's too corny, he's too whiny, he's not good informing in bed. Don't you dare laugh, fellas, because this is what women think in their mind. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying small majority of women out there who think like that. But quite a few women wouldn't care. She just into you, into you. It doesn't matter if you have much money. It doesn't matter if you don't got a car or not, or a job or not, or whatever. Whatever you do for side of yourself, it won't matter that she's into you, just into you. And some of these women don't realize it do hurt the men of any other color. It hurt brothers. Even white boys have the same problem with white women, and black men have the same problem with black women. And that's probably why some brothers date outside their race and not dealing with their own women, which that's a damn shame. And I hear order mouths of talk that white guys don't want to deal with their women, and white women don't want to deal with their men. But they would never do air out their dirty law. They put it out in privately. But our people put it out and wave out in public like everybody, the whole neighborhood knowing what's going on and underneath everybody else's noses and ears and hearing all that. It's like, I mean, they even did the same thing to the Asian man. They did the same thing. The Asian men, because they always portray Asian men who fighting amount of fight humanity of protecting people, fighting the crimes. Well, I mean, look at Jackie Chan and Jet Li and Bruce Lee. They did the same thing. You always see the Asian guys who be kicking some ass, but you never see the Asian guy getting played by the women. And I know damn well there's Asian men out here who do get women like everybody else. You know how women always hear about Asian men. They did the same thing to brothers. They did the same thing to white guys. They did the same thing to Latino men. Latino men, they have a problem with women because they have to be on that they got to be that protege for fur, that have a problem getting women. And white women have a problem with the same thing to get their men, especially they over obesity or overlook. And that explains why Negroes out there with low self-esteem will get with these big obesity white women. Hey, that's their business, that's their preference, that's their love and respect. Because white guys obsessed with thin. They obsessed with thin women. Just like brothers, on the other hand, they obsessed with thick. They love thick. It's always about the ass and not about a personality. You hear that to every song about, especially of brothers. I wouldn't say brothers, but I'll say Negroes. You always hear it in a song. Especially you saying from T.I. to 50 Cent to Jay-Z. You always hear that. You always hear that every time, and especially in the hip hop culture, you hear it. White guys, on the other hand, they talk about falling in love song like "I love you, I want to be with you." They share the tears and all that stuff. Other hand, I wouldn't say brothers don't sing about that stuff, but you don't hear a lot often in the radio like you hear back in the days was. But just like sisters, they have problems getting men because you got some nerdy sisters out here. They have problems getting men because they not that hood type, that hood rat type that's snapping her fingers, neck rolling and all that. That really hurt the decent sisters out there that's going to school doing so. I will get more play with them decent sisters out there who don't fit those kind of things and stereotypes, who sweetie and nurturing type of women right there. I mean, you even have Latino women have problems getting men. They have to put all this front makeup about themselves to get in the place for their own men and any other men out here. And even Asian women, they have to look straight in their eyes to make them look like they're not Asian, or they dyed their just hair with blonde or whatever. That's everybody like that, man. But people do need to see the other flip side of the coin. Just I tell any man and any woman, be yourself. Be yourself, man. That it takes a real man and real woman to be themselves. That's what I look at. I'm a real man looking for a real woman. I can't stand fake women because I don't put them on this pedestal like every other man out here, all because they got ass and tits and this and that and tongue ring and all that. That ain't nothing. I mean, I got my nieces having a problem with this right now, getting a tongue ring and trying to go in that teenage phase like everybody's going through because not pretty like the other chicks. I mean, have a nephew doing the same damn thing. But really, it's not that much. But women a whole lot more than men. But I say this to you, my brother. But we do need to quit dumbing ourselves down and brought ourselves up to a better society. Because what is wrong with our society today? I mean, no wonder why men and women out there who just don't want to get married, who don't want to have kids, who don't want to have children, they just want to have fun and have as much freedom in the world. And then I've been hearing other amounts of especially from men, talking about women using men for sperm donors, where they can get the baby and getting welfare check. And you know, when they get their welfare check, who they gonna spend their money to? They're not gonna spend their money on the babies. It's supposed to be belong with the babies. It's belong to the damn. It belongs to them. They spending money on them, and knowing it's supposed to belong for the children. It don't make no sense. It's sad. You got women out there who just don't want to be women anymore. And I hear amounts from women. They talking about men who left them and get pregnant on them on purpose, where they can give other guys the leftovers. The guys giving these girls pregnant on purpose, so they know exactly what they're doing. I'm talking about them fake men. But obviously, you're right, man. It is a problem, and we do need a lot of work to do and a lot of fixing to do. Because if we don't take place to every other responsibility, then who can? Who will? Who knows? All right. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chuck with the Deuces, how we do it, Texas, baby. And that's my response, man. Red Brother TV7, stay up, man. Do what you do, and may God out there be with you for all the future things that you look forward in life. All right. And this is Back of the Basics. Chuck with the Deuces, how we do it, Texas, baby. Again. All right. Peace, and I'm out. And stay tuned to my other video to This Is Halloween, and I'm gonna bring it to y'all in a minute. All right, peace.